The Debt Demolisher TV with Sophia Melonē. Hello, everyone. I am Sophia Melonē, the Debt Demolisher, here to bring you the tools, tips, and tricks to help you manage your financial baggage the right way. What an honor and pleasure it is to be before you all for yet another live stream evening as we continue to dissect the one and only The Wealth Choice by Dr. Dennis Kimbro. We have been taking this book 10 pages at a time every day since the start of April in honor of Financial Literacy Month. And we have been doing this day after day, coming back on the Debt Demolisher TV to have our discussions, post our readings, to have our revelations, post our readings, and to also have our praise reports and our testimonies to share, post our readings. We are also audio streaming live in Clubhouse under the Debt Demolisher TV's Clubhouse room. And if you are tuning in to us via Clubhouse, I want to welcome you and thank you for being on in here. At the top of this Clubhouse room, you will see a link that will take you right on over to the Debt Demolisher's YouTube page, where we are now live streaming on the channel. So if you would like to put a face to a voice, feel free to click the link at the top of this Clubhouse room, slide on over into our live stream room. And while you're on the channel page, feel free to find a playlist, save a playlist for you to be able to watch and indulge in. And most importantly, as you indulge and as you listen in on the playlist, that you make sure that you do the work, because in this arena, we do the work. We don't just pick up the gems, we apply the gems. So when you come into this room, get ready to apply the gems. So we have a conversation tonight that I think is going to be very not only healthy, but also going to be very interesting for a lot of us as we continue to walk through our 10 pages of Dr. Dennis Kimbro's book, The Wealth Choice. This has been a phenomenal reading, all of the stories that we've been able to pick up. And I'm just grateful and honored to be facilitating and navigating this conversation. But before we jump into our conversation for today, I want to go ahead and pop out the chat so that way I can see who's in the building and I can do what I love to do, which is to greet my people, say hello to my fam, give everybody their shout outs, give everybody their acknowledgments, send our praises and our hellos to everybody. Because listen, we had an amazing live stream on Patreon about 3 hours ago, 4 hours ago. Was it 4 hours ago? Lord, geez, yeah. 4 hours ago, a phenomenal live stream, and we still going. We back. we are back. I've been back to back since for today, so it's been a full day for sure. Full day for sure. No breaks. Let me go ahead and pop out this chat so I can see who's here. Acknowledge my folks, which is what I love to do. Acknowledge my people, because I also got a praise report, or not really a praise report, but more so an appreciation report that I'm going to share out with everybody. So make sure that you stay in the room so you can hear that. Make sure that you stay in the room so you can hear that. Do I see a little bit of ash? Hold on. I did just wash my hands. So let me go ahead and put on my glow butter. You want to know what's interesting? Sidebar, before I do my acknowledgments, we had our Patreon only live stream today for an exclusive interview. And in this interview, Divinity was sharing how she had lathered up with Lisa Smiles' lavender glow butter today. And I was so excited. I was so busy shaking my hands and doing all of that in the background because I got so excited when Divinity brought it up. And I was like, Divinity, we were on the same page, honey, because I was lathering up with my lavender glow butter as well. Y'all see this? Y'all see this? Look, y'all see the can? Y'all see that? I be using my glow butter. You see that? Yes. This is my lavender jar, my first lavender jar, and I still have some left. Shout out to Lisa Smiles, creator and originator of the glow butter, and this is lavender. But I thought that was amazing because I said the same thing. When I got up this morning, I took a nice nice warm shower. And I said, you know what? I'm going to lather from head to toe in lavender glow butter today. And lo and behold, right before our live stream, Divinity had lathered up with her lavender glow butter. So we were definitely on one accord. Okay. All right. Let me see who's in the room. Let me acknowledge everybody, and we're going to get started. We have Q Sky in the building saying, hey again, happy Sewing Sunday, everyone. Yes, it is Sewing Sunday today. It is Sewing Sunday. And you all, just to share, I did write down all of the days that we came up with. So Tracy Ann came up with Sewing Sunday. Coach Harut came up with, I think it was Millionaire Monday. Coach Harut, correct me if I'm wrong. I think it was Millionaire Monday, something Millionaire Monday. I may have to go back and check, but I think it was Millionaire Monday. If it's not, if you could tell me what you put again, Coach Harut, that would be awesome. Even though I just talked to you, but we were talking about something completely different. But what the day was for Monday, I believe it was Millionaire Monday. So Millionaire Monday came from Coach Harut, and we had the teas that were left over. So I came up with two. I came up one for Tuesday, one for Thursday. Y'all let me know what y'all think about it. So we have, I was saying for Tuesday should be Trust Fund Tuesday. Trust Fund Tuesday, so that we can have some emphasis on estate planning. I'm just saying. We had Wealth Wednesday, which was claimed and named by Q Scott. Q Scott gave us Wealth Wednesday. And for Thursday, and you guys can let me know how you feel about this one, or if it should be a different topic, if it should be something else with a T, but I was thinking Trade Thursdays. So getting us in the line of exchange, commerce, investing, business, that kind of thing. Trade Thursdays. And then Sherry claimed Finance Fridays, if I'm not mistaken, Finance Fridays or Financial Freedom Fridays, one of them. And then Lisa Smiles gave us Savings Saturdays. So we have our themes for the week. Let me know if you guys agree and are okay with Tuesdays and Thursdays, the themes for Tuesdays and Thursdays. But I just wanted to share that because that came up as a result of us being in this very live stream night after night covering the wealth choice. All right. So, hey, Q Scott. Hey, Q Scott. Let's go. Hey, Q Scott. Hey, Q Scott. Let's go, Q Scott. So good to see you. Welcome on into this room. I'm so glad that you are here. We also got Sherry in the building saying happy Sewing Sunday. Happy Sewing Sunday to you, Sherry. So good to see you. Welcome on into this room. I'm so glad that you are here. Let's go, Sherry. 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 Instant income, Sherry. Let's go, Sherry. Hey, let's go. Sherry's in the building. We also got Queen Heart saying happy Sewing Sunday, ladies. Let's go, Queen Heart. So good to see you. Welcome on into this room. I'm so glad that you are here, Queen Heart. You in the building. She says, good evening, DDTV fam. And she's giving us hearts. Thank you so much, Queen Heart. We are so glad to receive your heart to heart. Let's go. Q Scott said that jingle. Hold on, it just scrolled up on me. I don't know what happened that fast. Okay, that jingle is so catchy when it drops. Thank you. Thank you so much. I got to thank the Lord for that because I just got excited in the kitchen and then I just got creative making the beat. So thank you, Lord. Queen Lisa H is in the building saying greetings, everyone. Hey, Queen Lisa, so good to see you. Welcome on into this room. I am so glad that you are here. Let's go. We got the one, the only, the originator, what we gonna call Divinity, because Divinity laid a word in that live stream today. So good to see you. Divinity is saying hello again, ladies. Divinity, You tore the house down today. Divinity, you tore it down. So I'm so glad that you are here. What an amazing, amazing testimony you shared. And I'm just so honored again to have had the opportunity to interview you today. So it was powerful. So Divinity saying hello again, ladies. Hey, Divinity, so good to see you again. Welcome on into this room. I'm so glad that you are here. We got Coach Root in the building. Hello again, Coach Root. So good to see you. Welcome on into this room. I'm so glad that you are here. And I'm so glad that I got to see your face today. Woo! Coach Root's all the way from the west side saying hello. We got Acacia in the building saying greetings, DDTV family. Happy Sunday. Happy Sewing Sunday, Acacia. So good to see you. Welcome on into this room. I'm so glad that you are here. Hey, Acacia. I go Acacia. Hey, Acacia. I go Acacia. Let's go. Hey, Acacia. I go Acacia. Hey, Acacia. I go Acacia. Let's go. Okay. We got Acacia in the building. Peaceful Love is also in the building, bringing us flowers and hellos. Hey, Peaceful Love. So good to see you. Welcome on into this room. I'm so glad that you are here. Shout out to Peaceful Love, the creator, the originator of Refreshing Streams. If you guys are not aware, Peaceful Love has created and started her podcast. I've shared the link on the community page, as well as letting you guys know that she also started a YouTube channel to also support her podcast. So let's give Peaceful Love some love and also continue to celebrate her and support her as she continue to release the drops on her podcast. The prayer from yesterday was powerful, and the one from the day before was powerful. I said, come on with these 6 a.m. prayers. Come on with these 6 a.m. prayers, Peaceful Love. I love it. Intercessor, Peaceful Love is in the building. Coach Root's laughing. Peaceful Lover say yes, that glow body butters. Absolutely. Lisa Smiles is in the building. Creator, originator of the good old glow butter is here. So good to see you, Lisa Smiles. Welcome on into this room. I'm so glad that you are here. Coach Ruth says that she also has some lavender left as well. Yes, I got some lavender left, and I got a whole nother jar of lavender, and I got... Shall I continue? I got a whole bunch. I told y'all my stuff all lined up right here. I'll be ready. I'm ready. Lathered up, ready. Look, Lisa Smile says lather up. That's right. Lisa Smile says the lavender is calming and it's great for babies too. Yeah. Coach Root says motivating millionaires Monday. That's what it is. Okay, let me write that down. I missed the first word. Motivating millionaires Monday. Motivating millionaires Monday. Thank you, Coach Root. I got that on the books. We good. Acacia says nice. Coach Root says I like a Trust Fund Tuesday. Okay, awesome. Lisa Smiles also likes Trust Fund Tuesday. Awesome. All right. Okay. Divinity says that lavender glow butter makes my skin feel like $1,000,000 plus. Come on. I love it. Y'all saying A. I love it. Queen Heart says, yep, I can't wait to try the eucalyptus, which is so calming and good for the respiratory. Ooh, I think I got eucalyptus too. Don't I, Lisa Smile? I do. I got eucalyptus as well. I haven't tried it yet. I haven't opened it up, but I got eucalyptus as well. Ooh, y'all get me excited. All right. Divinity, look, Coach Root says, yes, Divinity, powerful. Peaceful Love say, yes, Divinity. Lisa Smile said, yes, Divinity. Y'all are saying, yes. Divinity says, Sophia, you're too kind. It's all about execution of the presenter that makes the powerful God-led conversations. Amen now. Amen. Lisa Smile says, I'm making glow butters right now. Are you making new flavors? Or are you making like restocking? Does that mean you sold out? Does that mean you sold out, boo? I think Lisa's spouse sold out. She got to re-up. She got to re-up. All right. I'm all excited about that. Divinity said, what was Thursday's name again? I said Trade Thursdays. And I know, Divinity, when we talked after your live stream, I think we said Tithing Thursdays, but that tithe, we could do Tithing Thursdays too, but then that kind of ties to Sowing Sunday. So, but I had already put Trade Thursdays down. So to help us get into the realm of being okay with investing and exchanging and trading goods and services for coins. Okay. All right. But let me know what y'all think. Let me know what y'all think. Trading Thursday. All right. Queen Hart says, Elisa Smiles, I received my order on Friday. I am so hyped and I can't wait to pick it up this week. Go on, pick it up, Queen Hart, because you're going to love it. You're going to love these good old glow butters. You're going to love it. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Okay. All right, y'all, let's get started with our conversations. So our assigned readings for today is to ensure that we were supposed to cover 231 to 240. To 240. So remember, if y'all are just tuning in, I have a what is it? What did I call it? Not a praise report. I called it something, but I'm gonna be sharing a story later on. So make sure that y'all stay to the end so I can read off the email that I got. If that's still all right, Queen Lisa. If that's still all right, Queen Lisa. I believe you said it was, but let me know again. Let me know once again. Okay. So on page 231, we're continuing our conversations around the wealth choice, 10 pages at a time, 231. And we're starting with, finally, here's the secret to the 6th law of wealth. I don't know who picked it up and who picked it up and who picked it up and who didn't, but I think we were able to identify it. And if we haven't, we're going to find out now. Let me drink this one second. I'm parched, y'all. I've been talking all day. I've been on the computer all day. I've been working all day, so I'm a little parched. So excuse me if I drink during this live stream because I need a beverage. And this is pink lemonade. It's something else. Chef Joe made this, so concoction, something he mixed up. All right, so starting on page 232, because we're just going to go ahead and go to the back. Dr. Dennis Kimbrough says that a 7-figure income is a mosaic composed of very small stones. What is the 6th law of wealth? In 6 unforgettable words, the 6th law of wealth is thou shalt own thy own business. Thou shalt own thy own business. When we were talking with Divinity today, we were talking about businesses, were we not? We're going through this process of reading this book, The Wealth Choice, and what is coming up for us, ideas that we can now convert into a form of exchange, which is a result will turn into a business. Thou shalt own thy own business. Thou shalt own thy own business. If we continue to read, he says, what's the toughest question in the world? Are entrepreneurs born or made? How do y'all feel about that? Do you believe that entrepreneurs are born, or do you believe that entrepreneurs are made? What would you say is your response to that? We got Dublin Girl in the building that said, just join. Hey, Dublin Girl, all the way from Ireland. Let's go. So good to see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome on into this room. I'm so glad that you are here to welcome us for Sowing Sunday. Today is Sowing Sunday, and we continuing to read the Wealth Choice. I'm so glad to see your name up on the screen. Dublin Girl, Dublin Girl. Okay, Divinity says that she loves Trading Thursday. Yay! Lisa Smile says that I'm restocking new scents that are coming for June. Okay, new scents coming for June. All right, let's go. Let's go. Queen Lisa says, consider almond. Consider almond, Lisa Smiles. Consider almond. That would be nice. Honey almond. That would be nice. Oh, y'all got some good ideas. Honey almond would be good. Okay. All right. What are your thoughts? Are entrepreneurs born or made? Entrepreneurs born or made? I see Peaceful Love says made. Sherry says both. All right. Y'all are laughing about honey almond and something else. And and wearing the mic out. Okay, Lisa Smiles. Okay, Lisa Smiles. So Dr. Dennis Kimbrough says that they argue that entrepreneurs are born. The hidden assumption in this argument is that there are only a small select few who have what it takes to start, build, and grow a thriving enterprise. Do you have what it takes to start, to build, to grow a thriving enterprise? Because it's going to take some effort. And we talked about this yesterday. It's going to take some years. And you got to be willing to put in the work to grow, to start, to build, and to grow a thriving enterprise. He continues by saying, yet evidence abounds that countless men and women from all walks of life are launching businesses at this very moment. We know that that's true. We know that that's true. He says, all but few in this study began their trek to a seven-figure income at the bottom, broke, or with little to no capital or savings. So can we pause right here? And I just want to say that there is hope. So for those of us who are starting at the bottom, for those of us who are starting with no capital, for those of us who are starting with no savings, for those of us who are starting out and we like, okay, how we going to make it? There is hope, because many who have ascended to the seven-figure mark started from the bottom. Many who have started from the bottom has ascended to the seven-figure mark. So there is hope. And this leads me to the quote that was posted earlier this morning on the community page, which is entrepreneurship isn't about who or what you know. It's about what you do. It's about what you do. And so Dr. Dennis Kimbrough includes this table, which is a table of demographic profiles for business owners and businesses that are owned by Black millionaires. If you look at this table, and of course, this is a sample population, right? So it's based on sample population. But in this table, he has the type of business and the percentage of the sample whereby the Black millionaire is the business owner of that area, of that business type. So, you know, I'm a numbers person. So the first thing I go for is I'm looking, okay, what's the highest number? That's the first thing I'm looking for. I'm like, okay, what's the highest number? And I work my way backwards. So the first thing I saw was 16. So out of this entire population, 16% of African-American Black millionaires who own businesses, they have businesses that are in the franchising area. And then I began to ask myself, well, what are different types of franchises? We know that food franchises are very popular. Food franchises are very popular. And I was also thinking of other franchises as well, because you all know that I had to hire a biohazard company to come out and do another set of cleaning at my mom's residence. And when I was talking to the gentleman, the owner of the business, he wasn't explaining it to me like da, but it was just a general conversation. And we were talking, he was like, you know, we're a franchise and da. He was just talking. And I heard him say, we're a franchise. And I didn't even think that realm of business will be the form of a franchise, but it is. And I felt honored to be able to support him, because this person, he is an African-American and he is the owner of the franchise. And that was beautiful to be able to support in that manner. But nonetheless, he does work that a lot of people don't want to do. His team does work that I did not want to do. And they came in there and did it like it was nothing. They came in there and they was done. Something that I thought was going to take days to do was done in half the time. Why? I guess they do it every day. It doesn't faze them. Oh, but it's going to cost you. It's going to cost you. So if you don't want to do this work, we got somebody that's going to do it, and it's going to cost you. And people will gladly pay to relieve that level of a headache because it got to be done. But I didn't even think that that would be the form of a franchise. Because often when I think of franchises, I think about food, fast food chains, because we know all of those are franchises. But there could also be other service-based franchises that are very lucrative. And I know with this particular franchise branch, I said, oh, I know they making money. I said, if they charging me this, I know they making money. And they be booked. So can you imagine about taking the road less traveled, doing the thing or getting the franchise into a business area that you know a lot of people aren't going to want to do every day, but you know that the need is there. You know that the need is there. Or you getting yourself in a franchise where you know people buy. People pay for convenience. That's why the fast food chains are so lucrative. People pay for convenience. Let me pick up something to eat real quick. Let me grab this real quick to save time. Chick-fil-A franchise, making coins. McDonald's franchise, making coins, but they in the real estate game because McDonald's sells real estate. So that was the first thing that I noticed. And then 4% above from that is food service. But I kind of put food service in the franchise, and if you ask me, unless food services mean something else, like food services maybe, I don't even know. I can't even think of an example. But let me read what y'all got in the chat. Tracy Ann is here. Hey, Tracy Ann, so good to see you. Welcome on into this room. I'm so glad that you are here. Let's go. Tracy Ann says, hey, everybody popping in late. My brother stopped by unexpectedly. Hey, get that family time in. Get that family time in, Tracy Ann. I'm glad to hear it. Queen Heart says that I've helped build and turn whole companies around. Came to realize why not work for my own name. Was tired of the overworked and underpaid cycle. Queen Heart. You know what? The Lord just gave me an idea. We need to start an entrepreneur interview series, because I think we got some bangers in the room. We have some bangers in the room. We have some entrepreneurs in the room, and Divinity's interview today has really inspired me to want to hear more about what you do and what you create and how you do what you do. So Queen Heart, if you about that life, I would love to interview you. Q Scott, if you about that life, I would love to interview you. Lisa Smiles, you already know, if you about that life, I would love to interview you. Coach Root, if you about that life, I would love to interview you. Let's go, y'all. Let's go. I think we're going to start an interview series for us. And I'm going to call it Fin, because y'all know I love Fin. I do Fin Wins, Fin Switch, Fin Coach. Everything is Fin for me. FIN. So I'll probably do like a Fin lead interview series, or Fin. I'll come up with something, but we're going to do some interviews and talk about our entrepreneurial journey and what we do. That's going to be great. That's going to be great. So I'm definitely going to do that. So I'm going to get some more guest features lined up for the channel. And then that way we'll have a whole repository to quickly kind of know what people do. And you can just go right onto the playlist. That way you can be able to say what you do, how people can reach out to you and all that good stuff. So yeah. Let's go. Queen Heart says, business would often give me nice gifts and appreciation, but always low-key wondered how much money I've made them. You better say it, Queen Heart, as opposed to what I went home with. Queen Heart gonna have a word for us. Queen Heart is gonna have a word for us. Queen Heart, are you open to the interview? I said, are you open to the interview? That's all I want to know. Are you open? Are you open? Are you open? Sherry says, so I looked for the highest number 2. Let's go, Sherry. Let's go. Why not? Okay. Peaceful Love says, yes. Acacia says, hit like, share, and subscribe, and take notes, DDTV family. Let's go, Acacia. Shout out to Acacia. I appreciate you so much. The DDTV moderator holding it down. Shout out to Acacia and Bryson. Shout out to Bryson. Coach Ruth says, that will be awesome. Lisa Smile says, oh my gosh, yes. Lisa Smile says, that will start our directory. Exactly. It will. It will start our directory for sure. Yes, Lord. Queen Heart says, why pay them for something you could do yourself? Come on, Divinity. That's right. Queen Heart says, oh my gosh, I'm bold and shy at the same time. Oh yeah, we're going to do this. And that's what Divinity said. I'm nervous. I said, Divinity, do you know you just ripped this interview apart? Divinity came in here and ripped this whole interview apart. And before we started, she was like, I'm nervous. She killed it. Did she not tear the interview up, y'all? If y'all were in the room? Clap it up for Divinity. Let's just clap it up for Divinity, because Divinity, that interview was so good. Praise be unto the Lord. And she said she shared some words and everything. The anointing came dripping. Sophia said that will lead our God-led millionaire women. Yes, I love it, Divinity. I love it. I'll wait for my retreat myself. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Y'all clapping it up. Okay. So franchise was number 16. The second highest was real estate. The second highest was real estate, which was 8%. And then after that was food, manufacturing, restaurants, auto dealer. It's a whole bunch on here. So I thought that was powerful to be able to look to see. It's not about what you know or who you know. It's about what you do. So what you do, what's your line of work? He says that what do highly successful Black millionaires do? They work for profits, not wages. They work for profits, not wages. That is directly in alignment to what Queen Heart just said. How she began to think. I started to think about how much money I'm making them. How much profits you making them. And they giving you the wage. Millionaires work for profits, not for wages. So if we millionaires up in here, we need to be profit focused. We need to be profit focused if we millionaires up in here. God-led millionaire women, as Divinity so eloquently put. Dr. Dennis Kimbrough says on page 234 that their behaviors revolve around 6 core strategies. Now let's talk about these 6 core strategies, They have a desire for independence. I firmly believe that every single one of us who is here, who is present, who is showing up each and every day to do the work, that we have a desire for independence. We have a desire for independence. We have a vision we have a passion, and we have a drive. Jeffrey Gitomer said, he's a well-known author and a motivational speaker. He says, when you're in business for yourself, you create your own destiny. You write your own story. You design your own legacy. And most importantly, you sign your own paycheck. He says that he gets to choose when he works, how he works, and who he works with. As an entrepreneur, as a business owner, you have the autonomy to choose who you're going to hire. You have the autonomy to choose who you're going to say yes to as a coaching client. You have the autonomy to choose who you're going to pitch to in terms of business contracts. You have the autonomy to choose who you're going to accept as a proposal in response to a solicitation that you may put out as a business owner. You get to choose who you work with. He says, being in business for yourself gives you the opportunity to work your heart out for something you love. Work your heart out for something you love. Number 2, we have a deep sense of purpose. I'm just going to call it what it is. Because it's finna be our core strategies, strategies and strength. We have a desire for independence, and we have a deep sense of purpose. We have a deep sense of purpose behind what we do and the ideas that we launch. He says that over the past 50 years, Black entrepreneurs have launched ideas and products that have changed the way society approaches everything from politics to business strategy. The vision and grassroots efforts of these men and women are adjusting the way we think and behave as people, not only in the context of the industry and commerce, but perhaps more importantly, in the art of wealth creation. We are wealth creators. You are a wealth creator. Type in the chat, I am a wealth creator. I am a wealth creator. I am a wealth sustainer. I am affluent in my creative mind. Amen. He says that Black business owners who have reached millionaire status are shaping this country, and those examined in this study have done their part to nudge our nation from a W-2 economy to a 1099 economy. From a W-2 economy to a 1099 economy. What are the secrets of America's greatest Black entrepreneurs? The answer, in one sense, is simple. They are driven by a fire in their belly. Are you driven by a fire in your belly? Are you so fueled with that fire in your belly that makes the improbable possible? Let me tell y'all something. I'm going to turn my whole vision of financial illiteracy in the emotional realm to a whole nother level. To a whole nother level. Lifting people spiritually in their finances. Believing and trusting in the source that gives them and meets every single need. I believe that I have a burning desire in my belly to serve in the greatest manner possible for the betterment of someone else's life. Someone else's life. On page 235, Johnson, which is Bob Johnson, he says that, Kathy Hughes said that everything that she achieved began with an idea. So everything that you achieve began with an idea. The secret of her success involves being able to distinguish the good ideas from the potential failures. The good ideas from the potential failures. We did a Create With Me live stream last Saturday. Last Saturday, we did a Create With Me live stream. That live stream was designed to help us extract ideas out of our minds that would stem from maybe even a dollar amount or a figure or whatever that monetary quantifiable thing is that we were trying to look for, that we were trying to identify. We started from whatever that target was, and then we began to extract. Y'all remember the map, the money mind map, the money extraction map that we went over? So we went over and created a lot of ideas. A lot of things might have come out of that. And in that working session, I challenge you guys just to pick one. I challenge you guys just to pick one to begin to see how you can work through it. Here is the key right here. Everything that you achieve begins with an idea, but the thing is, you got to be able to distinguish what a good idea is from a potential failure. From a potential failure, because we know all of our options, all of our ideas may not take off, but you still have to try. And you still have to have a process in place to identify, is this something you should proceed with? Is this idea a good idea, or is this idea a possible failure? This is why it's so important to have a pool of ideas. This is why it's so important to constantly extract. This is why it's so important to constantly think. This is why it's so important to constantly learn, because as you learn, your brain expands and then you get a new idea. One of the things Divinity said in her interview today was that she is constantly learning. She said that you're never too old to learn. You're never too old to learn, because you don't know it all. You don't know it all. And not only that you don't know it all, but every new piece of information that you get is helping you unlock something new or maybe something different in your mind. So you have to be able to vet these ideas to determine if it's going to be a good one or if it's going to be a not so good one. If it's going to be a good one or if it's going to be a not so good one. Amen. The third one, believing is seeing. Black millionaires have adapted a new business model from find a need and fill it to imagine a need and create it. Imagine a need and create it. Again, taking us back to the Create With Me live stream. That's what it was designed to do, to help us tap into our space of innovation, help us tap into our space of thinking, of seeing what would we like to see? What can we create from what we already be innately good in, what we're already innately gifted in, what we have a desire to see differently in the world. He says that the most successful Black entrepreneurs are people who are driven by an overmastering purpose and are fueled by an unwavering aim. These innovators are no longer content to supply consumers with products that are simply better at fulfilling existing needs. Rather, they choose to create entirely new needs to fulfill. New needs to fulfill. All right. I see y'all saying I'm a wealth creator, orchestrator, and a sustainer. Let's go, Sherry. Let's go, Sherry. Let's go, Sherry. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, Sherry. Let's go, Sherry. Instant income, Sherry. Let's go, Sherry. Hey. Divinity says, Sophia, yes, the anointed flowed in after you prayed, welcoming him into his way in the interview. All glory unto the Lord. All glory unto the Lord. Amen, Divinity. Amen to that. Acacia says, I am a wealth creator, a sustainer, and a fluent in my creative mind. Come on. Queen Lisa H says, I'm a wealth creator. Lisa Smile says, I'm a wealth creator. Q Scott says, I'm a wealth creator. Dr. Roy Unisa is back. So good to see you. Welcome on into this room. Welcome on into this room. So glad that you're here. So glad that you're here. Divinity says, I'm a wealth creator, motivator, orchestrator, and investigator. Divinity, you better drop the words on today. Queen Heart says, TBH corporate has cultivated qualities that give me, to be honest, corporate has cultivated qualities that give me the competitive edge as well. I value my experience in corporate. The structure and the procedural implementation push you ahead of many. Come on, Queen Heart. I cannot wait to interview you. I cannot wait to interview you, Queen Heart. Oh man, this is going to be so good. This is going to be so good. I can't wait. Dublin Girl says, I totally agree with you. You are never too old to learn. I love that. Yes. Amen. Lisa Smile saying amen. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm a little parched, so I have to keep drinking. I normally don't like to drink too much, but I gotta keep. I've been talking all day, so. All right. So the next one, as we continue to go down, one of the things that I underlined was one of the lines from what's her name? Price. I think her name was Patricia Price. I feel like that was her name. But she was big. No, it was Lisa Price. Lisa Price. It was Lisa Price. Lisa Price said that it's not enough to develop. It was not enough for her to develop a skincare line. She wants to create a lifestyle and experience for an overlooked and once neglected market segment and create a demand for a product nobody knew they wanted. Every time I think of Lisa Price, I think about Lisa Smiles and them glow butters that Lisa Smiles created. Okay. Dr. Dennis Kimbrough says further down that these visionaries are included in the elite club of America's successful Black entrepreneurs, the men and women who have left their mark on the world, seized ordinary moments and made them great. So my encouragement to you all is to seize every single ordinary moment and make them great. Not only make them great, make them phenomenal. Not only make them phenomenal, make them extraordinary. Not only make them extraordinary, make them magnificent. Because we represent a magnificent God. And anything we put our hands on, anything we touch should be a resemblance of that. Anything we create, anything we do should be a resemblance of that. The ultimate one that we serve. The ultimate one that we serve and who we are a representation of. One of the things that was powerful was the story or the pieces that were shared about Earl G. Graves and how he knew. Like sometimes you just know. Sometimes you just know when you're going to get wherever you say you're going to get. Sometimes you just know what your destiny is. And you have to believe it without a shadow of a doubt that that thing is true. So what Earl Graves was basically saying was there was a moment in time where he would be riding down the busy streets of Manhattan, looking up at the skyscrapers, and with a serious expression would say, you see those buildings up there? You see those buildings up there? You see those buildings up there? That's where I'm going to be. That's where I'm going to be. That's where I'm going. He says that I'm going to launch my business, and it's going to be about Blacks and enterprise. He knew. I'm going to launch my business, and it's going to be about Blacks and enterprise. So you have to know without a shadow of a doubt what you're going to create. You have to know without a shadow of a doubt what you're going to build. You have to know without a shadow of a doubt what you are going to launch. He says, I'll be a millionaire by the time I hit 40. Then he asked the person who he was talking to, Johnny, you coming with me? Johnny, you coming with me? Because that's where I'm going. That's where I'm going. You coming? He was assured. And what does it say? Ford had political ambitions while Graves set his sights elsewhere. He found true success as publisher of a magazine that is primarily which is primarily a how-to guide for Black enterprise or Black entrepreneurs and professionals. So, and yes, Graves was a millionaire by 40. He was a millionaire by 40 because he knew, like he knew. And whether or not Johnny said he was going to come with him or not, that wasn't going to stop Graves from going after and doing what he said he was going to build and what he was going to create. Johnny, if you don't want to come, all right, see you. All right, this is my focus. No love lost. This is my focus. The fourth one, tolerance for uncertainty. Ooh, this one touched me in a different kind of way because uncertainty is not something that I will run after because I value cautiousness. Like I'm a naturally cautious person. And I talk about this all the time. I don't want to feel like my livelihood or my survival will ever be at stake ever again. So in most times, uncertainty to me feels like a very high risk of jeopardizing the stability and the security behind my survival, if that makes sense. So uncertainty, I wouldn't willingly put myself in uncertain situations. I'm just being honest. Just being honest, because I'm very cautious. But what Dr. Dennis Kimbrough is saying about the behaviors of these successful Black millionaires is that they have a tolerance for uncertainty. They have the ability to take risk and engage in the unknown. He says that survey data concludes that most high-profile Black entrepreneurs see opportunity where others see only risk, and also tend to be optimisms who believe they can succeed despite the fact that so many suggest that they can't. He says that they're committed to begin their day with thoughts of why not. I had to circle that because I want to be able to use that as a source to really challenge me to stretch myself a little bit further. Why not? Why not write an hour in the mornings every day? Why not? Which is what I've been doing anyway. Why not record a video every day? Why not do a live stream every day? Why not post a community post with meaning every day? Why not? Why not push myself a little bit further? But I need to stretch myself with some more powerful why nots. We also have on here, if you don't get what you want in life, it's a sign that you either didn't want it bad enough or you tried to haggle over the price. You tried to haggle over the price. The majority of entrepreneurs in the study are convinced that the future will be better than the past, and they will go to great lengths to improve the present. The next one, number 5, iron will and sheer determination is what they have. And they have an overriding commitment to succeed. He says that iron will and gritty persistence step in and by the sheer force of holding on, convince customers, win the order, close the contract, and seals the deal is the very thing that distinguishes millionaire entrepreneurs versus bankrupt entrepreneurs. I said, ouch. On page 237, they're still talking about the length of time. It took 8 years for Colleen Payne to get her company diversified enough where it could grow to having 24 full-time staff, 9 mobile units, 2 diagnostic clinic centers, built a whole enterprise. It took her 8 years. I want to read this at the bottom of page 237. It says, in terms of what it takes to build a $1 million enterprise, Colleen got straight to the point in the interview. This is what Dr. Dennis Kimbrough saying. This is Colleen's words. She says, in 3 words, passion and perseverance. Passion and perseverance. She says, though I don't believe or suggest anyone burn bridges, my company forced me to grow up quick and keep my emotions in check. My once orderly life has taken on a massive change. I try not to be overly disappointed, discouraged, or depressed by setbacks. When they do occur, I view them as learning experiences. I've been in business for nearly 14 years, and I'm still a young woman. And thankfully, I don't have to answer to anyone. But let's be clear, business is not for the weak. Business is not for the weak. Creating your lucrativeness is not for the weak. It's not for the faint. You have to be willing to put yourself in a space to earn the position, to earn the growth in your business, to earn the profits in your business, and then turn around and allow those profits to work for you. You got to be diligent. You got to have ingenuity. You got to have perseverance. You got to be persistent. Push through regardless. Number six. Everyone listen closely to this last characteristic. This one, I think, is something that everybody gonna love, but I know Sherry gonna love this one. I know Sherry's gonna love this one. So number 6, multiple streams of income. Multiple streams of income. The one money rule that all Black millionaires have mastered is multiple streams of income. Multiple streams of income. If you read further down, this is about John D. Rockefeller. And he was talking about how he taught his children how to master this very behavior and attribute right here about multiple streams of income. He said to ensure that each of his children mastered the 6th law of wealth and the true value of money, his weekly gift came with numerous strings attached. So his weekly gift to his children, essentially, allowance, in other words. According to Nelson, and this is his second oldest son, Rockefeller's second oldest son, who eventually became a successful businessman, a philanthropist, the governor of New York, and the owner of the most expensive piece of real estate in Manhattan, the Rockefeller Center. He said that each child will receive 25 cents per week, but was required to earn the rest by operating a series of family enterprises. He goes on to say, to earn extra money, the former vice president recalled, my brothers and I diversified and managed an array of businesses, from growing vegetables to raising rabbits to marketing dry goods, to saving 10% of our earnings, as well as supporting our favorite charities. You want to know what I wrote in the margins after reading that section? Something that I've talked about way from the beginning that I picked up from this book as well. The 5 things that the wealthy people do: they save, they plan, they dream, they invest, and they give. That was a clear example. That was a clear example of save, plan, dream, invest, and give while they were kids, while they were getting 25 cents a week. They had to plan that 25 cents. They had to dream, how could they grow it? They had to dream, how could they turn it around so that they could be able to earn more? And not only that, they saved. They put a 10th aside for them. They put a 10th aside to store up in the boat. Noah's Ark. You better call your savings account your name's Ark, Sophia's Ark, Q Scott's Ark, Dublin Girls Ark, Lisa Smiles Ark, Divinity's Ark, Acacia's Ark, Coach Harut's Ark, Peaceful Love's Ark. Shall I continue? Build your ark. Pay yourself. Pay yourself now so that you can save yourself later. Pay yourself now so that you can save yourself later. And what else? They had to invest. They had to market. They had to grow vegetables. So if they had to grow vegetables, what did that mean? They had to buy the seeds. They had to buy the materials. They had to buy the things that would allow them to allow it to grow. They had to market dry goods. They had to put in the work. They had to invest for the resources. And then they also supported their favorite charity. So what they gave. They gave. They gave. Yes, Tracy Ann, I'm sorry. Tracy Ann's Ark. Put your name in there, Ark. Yes. Tracy Ann, I'm so sorry. Tracy Ann's Ark. If I miss anybody else's name, put your name in there so I can see it, because now I'm at the bottom of the thing. Lisa H's Ark. Let's go. He continues on by saying that we all profited by the experience, especially when we understood the value of money and the most efficient way to earn it. Can we pause right there? It benefited them tremendously. They profited it from that experience as a child because it taught them. It taught them the 5 rules in action. In action. And most importantly, it helped them understand the value of money. And then how to earn it in the most efficient manner possible. Sometimes we make earning money hard for us. Sometimes we make earning money hard for us. Harder than what it needs to be. Harder than what it needs to be. Let me share this. Y'all know I had a business meeting yesterday. I had a business meeting with Chef Joe. Phenomenal. Let me just plug Chef Joe real quick, because we had a business strategy meeting and y'all know he threw down. And I have a picture of the lo mein. I'm going to put it up on the community page. I didn't get to put it up there yet. I'm going to put it up on the community page, but I already showed y'all the dessert yesterday. That was the dessert, the waffle with the strawberries on the side and the powdered sugar ice cream on top. Yes, Chef Joe did that. Caramel drizzle. If you saw the TikTok, I linked it. I crushed it. Okay. It was so good. But we were having a meeting and he was even talking about, because he does catering, he caters, he does lunch on the goes, he does a lot of things. Chef Joe does a lot of things. He's not just a chef, he does other things as well. But he was talking about American labor, and I don't think people realize, and I didn't realize it either until he was actually sitting down and explaining to me how much goes into doing a catering job. And Chef Joe is huge on presentation. So if you hire him for a fine dining experience, oh, you better believe that thing gonna look lit. That thing is going to look lit, because he's very big on presentation, not only presentation in his food, but presentation in the setup. So he was even talking about how, and it just random, he was like, American labor ain't cheap. He said, American labor ain't cheap. He said, I be on my feet, cooking, seasoning, cleaning, getting this, picking this up, doing this, da, 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 da. He said, sometimes I get tired cooking for 40 people, cooking for 30 people, cooking for 12 people, cooking for 15 people, however many people he needs to cook for. Getting all of the equipment together, the heating stuff and the shackles or whatever. He got all kinds of stuff. Display stands, he got all kinds of stuff. Carrying it back and forth, loading the truck. It take a lot. But we don't see that. We just see the outcome. We just see the finished product, but we don't see how much it takes to do it. And then we want to nickel and dime and want to shortchange people, but not seeing how much effort they're putting into it to create it. Because it's not just about the food. The food is the cost in and of itself, but you got to pay for the labor to prepare it. And you got to pay for the labor to come bring it to you. And you got to pay for the labor to set it up. And you got to pay for the labor to clean it up. Come on, shall I continue? Shall I continue? Shall I continue? So we want to be careful about, yes, I understand everybody want to be able to negotiate. And this is one of the things that Chef Joe says to me all the time. He was like, you know what? So he was like, I really appreciate you. He said, because you respect my price. He said, whenever I put something out, whenever you ask for something, whatever, he said, whatever I say the price is, you say, okay. He said, not once have you ever come back to me and say, oh, well, can you take this off? Or, oh, can you do this? Or, oh, how much is it going to be for that? He said, I appreciate you for respecting my price. He said, because I have other customers who don't. I said, man. I said, man. And sometimes the stress of having a customer that could be that way would not even be worth it. And I think Lisa Smiles said this in one of your videos, Lisa Smiles. I feel like I heard you say something along the lines of like, all money ain't good money. Something like that. Same way. Do you want stressful money? Do you want to just take on the client and have all of the stress attached to you because they try and nickel and dime you? Because they trying to nickel and dime you so that they can get a deal. All right, that might have went left a little bit, but it came out, so oh well. So I want to talk to you guys about this piece because we're getting ready to close out on page 238 because that's really all that I have for y'all, I think. Yeah, then we can close out after that, after this, which is the 4 qualities or the 4 patterns for creating wealth that Rockefeller taught his children, taught anybody for that matter. And that is number 1, be prepared to work. If you offer a service, if you put yourself out there and say you do X, Y, and Z, if you put yourself out there and you deliver a product, if you create a product, if you do hair, if you do nails, if you give massages, if you coach somebody, if you, whatever your thing is that you do, be prepared to do the work. Be prepared to work, to acquire whatever you value. He says, whatever you work to acquire, you value. Are you working to acquire your clients? Are you working to acquire and retain your customers? Are you working to acquire a new skill set? Whatever you work to acquire, you will value. That's so true. Whatever you work to acquire, you will value. Blood, sweat, and tears that you put in, you will value. Why is it that you think that a lot of people don't respect other people's property, especially when they're renting something or when they borrow something? Honestly and truthfully, if you borrow something from someone else, you should bring it back to them in greater condition than it was when they gave it to you. But a lot of people don't respect what's not theirs. A lot of people don't respect what they didn't have to work for. A lot of people don't respect what they didn't have to put in blood, sweat, and tears to be able to acquire. Two, know where your money is going. And this is Lisa H, Queen Lisa H. I know you read this because you mentioned it during Divinity's live stream this morning or this afternoon. Number 2, and you know I wrote in the comments, I keep saying the comments, I wrote in the margins, I drew a smiley face, everything inside of the margins. I don't know if y'all gonna be able to see that. Can y'all see that smiley face? I don't know if you can see it on that, but I put bingo, smiley face. Number 2, know where your money is going. Account for every penny. Account for every penny and maintain accurate and itemized records of your daily expenditures. My God, please. This is what I'm telling everybody. This is what I've been telling everybody. When you organize your stuff, you got to know where every penny goes. You got to track every penny in every form in which money is exchanged. So it's that personal side and in your business. You better track every penny. You better know where everything goes, and you need to maintain accurate, itemized records. This is why I'm encouraging Wave. This is why I encourage get your bookkeeping together. This is why I encourage maintain your receipts. This is why I encourage put it all in one place. If you got to have a separate email account that's just going to have all your receipts in it, do that. Do that so that you can maintain it and be able to easily find it and come back to it. If you are a business owner, you should be at least updating your financials, honestly and truthfully. If you think about it, once a month, at least minimum once a month, minimum. But if you have a lot of transactions coming in, because I remember when I was in college, I used to be a bookkeeper because I was an intern. So I had work. I had all kinds of jobs. I was work studying, and I had an internship when I was in undergraduate. And then when I came home in the summertime, I worked 3 jobs. I worked the SCEP program. So I had a full-time job at SCEP, and I was working at the grocery store, and I was working overnight at CVS. I had 3 jobs when I came home in the summertime. Then went back, had work study, had internships. But I remember my internship, I was a bookkeeper. So I used to have to key in the receipts. So it would be a lot of construction workers, like a lot of construction workers who the person who I worked for were her clients. So they would come in every Friday and they would drop off an envelope of receipts. And I had to go through their receipts and put them inside of and categorize them in the system. I was doing that at 20 something. How old was I? I might have been like 21, 22. But I was an accounting major. So, I mean, it didn't faze me, but I had to go through their receipts and organize their receipts. And I would see, I'm like, oh my gosh, they would just have all these envelopes, all of these receipts stuffed up in the envelope. And I would literally have to sort them. I would have to key them in. I would have to organize them. And they came every week. Every week. Gas receipts, repair receipts, because they were driving vehicles and, going from place to place. Yeah. As long as you got your receipts, you can deduct everything. As long as you got your receipt and you can tie it to an ordinary and necessary expense, you can deduct it. So I was keying in receipts every week like crazy for clients. I was the bookkeeper because I was an intern. I was the bookkeeper. But we had to track it. Itemize records. Not only was it in the system, but we held on to the receipts. Back then, they didn't really have scanners and stuff, so I didn't have to scan anything. But I believe we made copies. I believe I had to tape them to a paper and make copies, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's what I had to do. I do remember copying stuff. So I do remember having to tape the receipts on a 8.5 by 11 and making a photocopy of them because the receipts fade. The ink wear out. So I said all of that to say, know where your money going. Whether you're a business owner or not, account for every penny and itemize every single expense and every source of income that comes into your pocket. You got to know where it's going, because whatever you can account for, you can control. Whatever you can account for, you can control. I'm about to get up and shout. I am about to get up and shout. Whatever you can account for, you can control. Why do you think? Can we testify for a minute? Why do you think the minute that people get into the space where they really begin to manage their money, when they really get into the space of operating from a budget, when they really get into a space of telling their money where to go, that they're able to get rid of the debt, that they're able to build a reserve, where they're able to, shall I continue? Invest, contribute to their 401k, because now they're giving their money direction. They're giving their funds direction. They are in control. So whatever you can account for, you can control. And this is why I always say you got to track every penny. And even when you put money in your savings account, you better allocate it. You better have a purpose for it. Allocate it. Every dollar has a purpose, even if it's in your savings account. Every dollar has a purpose, even if it's in your 401k. You better know what it's for. You better know what it's for, period. Because what you can account for, you can control. What you can account for, you do control. Bingo. Awesome. Number 3, save 10% of your earnings. The root of wealth and prosperity can be found in saving. And I don't mean no harm, but there are a lot of conversations, a lot of talks around people saying, oh, you don't need to save your money. Don't believe that shenanigans. Don't believe those shenanigans, because I'm going to tell you something. Millionaires save, and millionaires got cash, and millionaires got cash in the bank. So if you think that they don't, and you running around because people saying, oh, don't keep no money in the bank and put it in this investment vehicle and put it in this and put it in that, you need liquid cash, period, point blank. What did we see about the stats? What did they say? I can't even remember. It was some millions in liquid assets. Millions in liquid assets means that it's either already cash or it can be converted into cash in less than 3 days. Don't be getting your money tied up in something that you can't get out. Don't be getting your money tied up in something that you can't get out. You need cash. You need a reserve. You need to be comfortable and consistent in learning how to pay you first. I remember when I said this, I think I said this when I was interviewed by Tony Gaskins way back September the 4th, 2021. I remember the day like it was yesterday, September the 4th, 2021. And I said, it's not about how much you make, it's about what you do with the money that you make. And even he was asking me about how do I break out my percentages, or like, how do I pay myself? Did you do like a percentage or did you do a dollar amount? And I was like, honestly, I do a combination of both. I got percentages going some places and I got dollar amounts going some places. It depends on what your goal is. But the thing is, you got to make it a habit of being willing to pay yourself. That's why I said, just get comfortable with just get comfortable with just paying yourself $5. I don't care if it's $5. I don't care if it's $2. I don't care if it's $3. You just have to get accustomed to being okay with paying you consistently. Because so many times we pay ourselves in the wrong order, if we get to pay ourselves at all, because we pay everybody else. And sometimes this is some people's order, and it's no knock, no shame. Some people's order is they pay everybody else, and then they don't even get to pay God. Sometimes they pay everybody else and they don't even get to pay God, let alone themselves. And when I was going through my journey, I was paying God, I was paying everybody else. And then if I had anything left, I would pay myself. And when I kept going through this song and dance of me paying down the debt, and then I had to keep using the credit card, me paying down the debt, and then I had to keep using the credit card because stuff started happening. I said, oh, I need a savings. I need some money. No wonder the debt going to keep racking up, because I don't have no cash. I don't have a way to fund these expenses when they arise, because I have not accounted for it. I have not accounted for the anticipated expense. So that's where anticipated expense comes from in my programs. And when you see my workbooks and stuff that I share, that's where that piece comes from. I had to learn how to create a savings just for my anticipated expenses. That's a whole bucket by itself. That's a whole bucket by itself. So once I learned to say, oh, I need to be doing both. I need to be paying me and I need to be paying down this debt. I need to flip my order. I'm going to pay God. I'm going to pay me. Then I'm going to pay everybody else. Then I'm going to pay everybody else. I had to make me a priority over these lenders. I had to make me a priority over these companies. So get consistent with paying yourself first. Do what you can to try to save 10% of your earnings. And it doesn't have to be 10% like in one area. It could be 10% across all of your savings buckets if you're just starting out. And if you can't do 10%, start somewhere and work your way up. If you can't do 10% of your earnings, do 1% and just get comfortable with continuing to pay yourself 1% of your earnings every time, 1% of your earnings every time, 1% of your earnings every time. And you're not even gonna miss it. And then when you get increase, then that means you bump your percentage up 2% or 3% every of your earnings through, and just getting it into the flow. It's about practicing the behavior of paying yourself first. Because what you do with little, you're going to do with a lot. What you do with little is what you're going to do with a lot. And this is why I share with you all that I had one of my former clients, one of my former students who was in my financial coaching program. She was in it in 2020, back in 2020. After we had finished the 6 months and we were done. And I think it was in 2021, she reached out to me. She said, Sophia, I just want to thank you so much for your class. She said, I want to thank you so much for your class. She said, because I unexpectedly received an inheritance. Unexpectedly received an inheritance. And she said, because of your class, now I know what to do with this. I know what to do with this now. So can you imagine, had she received this inheritance prior to getting the knowledge, prior to getting the tools, prior to getting the resources, she wouldn't know what to do with it, because it would have been too much, because she didn't even know how to manage what she already had in front of her. Because what you do with little, you're going to do with a lot. So we have to be careful of the conversations that we're telling ourselves around, oh, if I had this, oh, if I had that. What you doing with what you got now? What are you doing with what you have now? And not even just monetary, it could be subscriber based. Because I may have 119 or 120 something subscribers, but I treat you all like y'all are 1 million. I treat you all like you all are 1 million in my eyes, because you are. Because you are. Your voice matters to me. Your presence matters to me. And I want each and every one of you to know that. I don't take this lightly. I do not. For 1 second, I don't take it lightly at all. So you have to be faithful over your little, so you can continue to demonstrate that faithfulness over much. Last one, number 4. You are not wealthy because you possess a lot of money. You are wealthy when your money works for you. You are not wealthy because you possess a lot of money. You are only wealthy when your money works for you. So how can you create lucrativeness? And how can you make your money work for you? So instead of focusing on the dollar amount, focus on the behavior of millionaires and what they do in terms of how to make their money work for them. So ask yourself the question, how does your money work for you? Not anybody else's money. How does your money work for you? And does it even work for you right now? If it doesn't, it's okay, because that's why we're here. We're going to get there. We're going to get there. But you got to be able to have that level of awareness to even see if it is or if it's not. If it is or if it's not. Okay. I circled this piece too, and then we're going to close out, y'all. My head is, woo, y'all. It's been a day. No breaks today, y'all. When I tell y'all no breaks, no breaks. Okay. He says, be your own boss. The sooner, the better. Black millionaires never depend on one income source. Instead, they create a number of revenue streams. They create a number of revenue streams. So I need us to start making our list. I need us to start making our list. We need to start making our list of revenue streams. We have to start making our list of revenue streams, because one source of income ain't going to get you the millionaire status. One source, not. It can. It's probably going to take some time, and you got to be real strategic. It can. But we really want to emphasize the importance of multiple sources, multiple streams of income. It is a necessity to our wealth strategy. It is a necessity to our wealth strategy. One of the things that I appreciated about this page on page 139 is a promise to live life in the fullest and to bathe each day in the golden glow of enthusiasm. As we navigate our process to and I don't even want to call it chasing or seeking or yearning after a wealth status. I really want us to think about this as a journey to betterment for ourselves. I want us to look at this as a means to grow emotionally, mentally, spiritually, as well as financially, but understanding that the financial piece is not the only piece that allows us to get that wealth level. What allows us to get that wealth level is the thinking that we do on how to navigate and operate the resources that comes into our possession, i.e., how to make it work for us, whatever making it work for you looks like. Because everybody's level of success is not going to be the same. Everybody's idea of wealth is not going to be success. It's not going to be the same. So it's only unique to you. And you also have to be careful not to be equivalating wealth based on somebody else's rubric, based on somebody else's plan, based on somebody else's experiences. So bathe each day in the golden glow of enthusiasm. Be enthusiastic about this. Be creative in creating your lucrativeness, because your ideas are lucrative. Your ideas are change makers. Your ideas are revolutionary. Your ideas are bettering humanity day by day, but you just have to allow it to be birthed. You have to allow it to be birthed. Your ideas are healing people in one way, shape, or form. Your ideas are bringing people peace. Your ideas are bringing people encouragement. Your ideas are lifting people up. Your ideas are bringing souls to glory. Souls to glory. Don't sleep. Don't sleep. Look, Acacia said, what are you waiting for? You know she's dropped fire financial nuggets. Hit the like button and act like family. Shout out to Acacia. Thank you, Acacia. Thank you, Acacia. Divinity says a journey to embetterment. Yes. A journey to embetterment and a journey to betterment. Amen. Acacia said, come on, tell it, evangelist. Hey, evangelist, Lisa Smiles. Lisa Smiles says, we speak in the same language today. God is in this. Lisa Smiles, did you go live today? I might have missed something. Speaking the same language. Hold on now. Lisa, did you go live today? Yes, ma'am, you did. Apparently, Lisa Smiles went live 3 hours ago. It says Soulful Sunday. I will not decrease to fit in your small space. That title alone, I know that was a word. I know that was I'm getting ready to share this on the community page right now. Look, I'm about to tell everybody to just go and check it out. Let's just go and check it out. Share. Share. I'm just gonna say I just know this is a whole word. I just know. I just know this is a whole word. And I ain't even watch it yet. Let's go, Lisa Smiles. Hey, I can tag ya. I can tag you, Lisa Smiles. I tagged you. Let's see. Check it out, everybody. It's Soulful Sunday. I'm just saying. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. We're currently in the. All right, so I'm pausing that until we finish this live stream. And I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna turn it back on and listen to it. But yes, make sure we check out Lisa Smiles. I just shared it out on the community page. I know that was a whole word. I can already tell. Q Scott says, yes, it was service number 3 with the imaginary tambourines and all. Oh my goodness. Coach Root said, I missed it. Yeah, we missed it, Coach Root. It's probably because we was on the call. Probably because we was trying to get, we was working on some, Coach Root. So I'm going to listen to that and finish working on what we was working on. So that's probably why we missed it, because that was about 3 hours ago. Yep. Yeah. All right. Lisa Smile says, Q Scott, we had church. Oh man, I'm getting excited. I cannot wait to hear this replay. Casey says, I have to watch Lisa's replay. I was being a soccer mom today when she went live. Yay! Shout out to Acacia, soccer mom. All right. Lisa Smile says, yay, thank you. I love it. We'll be on that replay. Come on, y'all. Let's go. This is so good. All right, everybody. Well, I'm going to go ahead and let us go. Let me share what we're going to be reading. We are almost done with this book, y'all. We've been doing amazing. So we're going to continue our readings with pages 241 all the way to 250. So if you have the audio book, you know that you're going to start at New Rules of Money, Fire Your Boss. And then you're going to go all the way up to, this is actually going to take us into chapter 7. So it'll take us all the way into chapter 7. And then you will stop at 7th Law of Wealth. So when you hear 7th Law of Wealth, pause your audiobook and do not proceed, because that's going to take us to our next section. But if you had the book, read from pages 241 to 250. Y'all, I'm feeling so lightheaded. I really need to get something to eat. I'm feeling so lightheaded right now. I think I'm going to take a 15-minute intermission and I'm going to listen to Lisa Smiles while I try to fix something to eat. And then I'll come back and finish out my projects. And Coach Root, you know what I'm talking about. So let me see. Did you email me back, Coach Root? Oh, we not done. Oh, hold on, y'all. Before we go, I just went to the email and I realized I wanted to share this real quick. So I got an email from Queen Lisa H, and she gave me permission to read it off. So if you guys are still here, I want you all to just hear this out real quick. And I think she said I can read the whole thing. So I'm going to read the whole thing. So shout out to Queen Lisa H. She says, "Hey, Queen Sophia, I hope this email will find you and your mother well. RE is no joke. RE means real estate. There is a lot to remember. This is a challenge, and I am going to master this class. It was my daughter's birthday on Easter Sunday. Happy belated birthday to Queen Lisa's daughter. Happy belated birthday. I said a prayer, cried, and rejoiced for her being in my life. And I just remembered, Lisa H., I know exactly what you're talking about because I remember you shared with me the story about your daughter. So, wow. So it was her birthday. Wow. Shout out to your baby girl, I said a prayer, cried, and rejoiced for her being in my life. Lisa says, I had my lunch date with God too. I went to one of her favorite restaurants and had her favorite sticky wings. So if you don't know, Lisa H's daughter has had transitioned. She says, I was by myself and I enjoyed my meal. I have not eaten like this since February. I wanted to let you know that when the women were congratulating me on going to school, it touched my heart. I was bawling. I felt so loved. I felt the love. I felt the hand of God touch me, and I felt inspired. I am so blessed to have you in my life. And I know we have not met, but I feel like you are my family. Thank you for encouraging me and being an awesome soul. Keep up the excellent work. You are changing lives for tweens, from tweens to seniors. Thank you. Love, peace, and hair grease. Queen Lisa H. That was a powerful testimony, a powerful moment of inspiration. Lisa H., I just want to thank you so much for sharing that and thanking you for giving us the okay to be able to share it with the rest of the community, because I need them to see how their words to you lifted you up in the moment where you were weak, lifted you up in the moment where you really were feeling like this is a lot. And to get the celebration, to get the congratulations, to get the encouragement from your fellow sisters, and for you to allow yourself to release the tears of joy and invite the Lord in to touch you in a way to keep you motivated. I can't take no credit. This is all God's doing. And like what Divinity said in the live stream today, that this is all divine. These are divine connections that the Lord is allowing. So everyone that's in this space is supposed to be in this space. Everyone who needs encouragement is supposed to receive encouragement. Everyone who needs a form of prayer is supposed to receive a form of prayer. And we already know we got an intercessor in the room. Come on, Peaceful Love. We got an intercessor in the room. She even says on her podcast, if you need a prayer request, if you have a prayer request, submit it to refreshingstreams@gmail.com. I believe that's the email address. Submit your prayer requests. We have the space to support one another in a spiritual way, in an authentic way, in a divine way, in an anointed way. We are all connected for a specific purpose. All connected for a specific purpose. We don't know why the Lord joined us together in this manner, but we know he has. So we got to appreciate the connections, appreciate the teachings, appreciate the prayers, appreciate the celebrations, appreciate the giving, appreciate the willingness to share your services, the willingness to help, the willingness to be a blessing, the willingness to give feedback, the willingness to support, the willingness to share, the willingness to serve. We do it all up in here. Each and every one of us does that for one another in one way, shape, or form. And we lifting each other up as we all climb. We lifting each other up as we all climb. And now that's not my saying. That's NABA saying. NABA is the National Association of Black Accountants. Their motto is lifting as we climb. We lifting each other up as we climb. We praying each other up as we climb. We glow buttering each other up. Well, we ain't glow buttering each other up, but y'all know we glow buttering up as we climb. We moderating it up as we climb. Shout out to Acacia. Acacia serving. She is serving, moderating over here, moderating on Lisa Smiles channel. She can be moderating everywhere. Let's go. Oh. All right, Dublin girl, it's got the prayer hands. Lisa H says, I appreciate each and every one of you. Queen Lisa appreciates each and every one of you. Each and every one of you. Each and every one of you. This is a blessed space. And I have to tell y'all, we got to thank Tony Gaskins. We got to thank Tony Gaskins. Because we all know that we came from the tribe. We all know that we a TG clan. We are a TG clan. And I ain't ashamed to say it. I am not ashamed to say it. I found TG in like mid to late 2020, because it was after the pandemic. After the pandemic. And I remember I wasn't on YouTube a lot before. I mean, I would listen to stuff here and there, but when we were home, I would often play the YouTube while I'm working. So I remember I kept seeing his face pop up in, like, you know how when the pop in the recommended, like whatever the thing is on YouTube, when you just open it up and all the videos pop up. So I remember every time I would open it up, I kept seeing it. I'm like, I keep seeing, and I would just scroll past it because I would see it have relationship title. I was like, I didn't even think of none of it. I would just scroll to see what I wanted to look for. And I kept seeing his video, a different video pop up with the same face. And I'm like, why do I keep seeing? I was just like, let me see what this is. And I just clicked on it. Spirit just told me to click on it. After I don't know how many times I kept seeing this stuff in the recommended watch. And I finally clicked on it and I listened to that video. It was like an hour and something long. And this was when he was in the office. Like it was like he had the office, like the skyscraper office, or, with the glass in the back, the high, whatever. That was one of the videos that I saw. And I think he had on like a white t-shirt. He had on a white shirt, and I clicked on the video and I watched it. And I was like, oh man, this is very insightful. I said, this is very insightful. I heard all kinds of things that I could never even thought of about relationships. I said, let me go click on his page. I clicked on his page and I subscribed immediately. And I started just watching his videos, commenting on the videos, cracking up. Then I was like, oh, he's funny too. Then the Blessed Business Tribe opened up, and I finally joined the Blessed Business Tribe when I rebranded the channel. And that's another thing too, because when I rebranded the channel, I ended up losing all of my comments. So all of my old comments, when you transfer your channel, it erases all of your old comments. So all of them comments, I promise y'all, I had so many comments on his videos because I would just type stuff like if I would hear something funny or something would crack me up or whatever, But when I switched it over and changed the name to the Debt Demolisher TV, all of my old comments disappeared. All of the old comments disappeared. So, but yeah, we a TG clan. We a TG clan. So shout out to Tony Gaskins, because if it was not for him, my channel subscribers would still be at 242. And all of you beautiful souls would not be here had it not been for Tony Gaskins. I ain't lying, because I was not expecting all of those shout outs. And again, it was divine. It was divine. It was divine. It was divine, because I felt like I just kept saying, just click on it. I was like, let me just see. Let me just click on it. Then I'm listening to all of the videos. Then I sign up for his YouTube course. I take the YouTube course. I rebrand the whole channel. I do this, I do that. And all of this stuff, y'all know 2021 was tough for me. And out of all videos that I commented on, this particular one, he responds to and says, wow, I would love to interview you. Email support. What? What? Then the page sharing happened. Then the interview happened. Then the videos happened where he was just randomly saying my name in different videos, or talking about my story in different videos. All divine. And what did he say? He said that the Lord said, bless her. The Lord said, be a blessing. Divine. And now we keeping the movement extending. We keeping the movement extending, and we keeping the Lord in the midst. Because the Lord made it very clear to me what I'm supposed to be doing. Very clear. Okay. All right. Keisha's comedy set is here. Hi, Keisha. So good to see you. Welcome on into this room. Shout out to Angie in real life. It's Angie in real life. I be singing Angie's intro song. But I know Keisha is by way of Angie in Real Life Empowerment TV, because we were on her live stream. So shout out to Keisha's comedy set. So good to see you. And I'm glad that you're here, Keisha. So glad that you're here. Welcome on into this room. We actually getting ready to close out because we have been on for a little while. So we getting ready to close on out, but I'm so glad that you're here. Shout out to Keisha's comedy set. If y'all need to hear some funniness, get your laugh on, feel free to check out Keisha's comedy set. Come on, let's go. Dublin Girl says, wisdom and humor and a fabulous combination is Tony Gaskins. Yes, he is. Yes, hilarious. Sherry says that we're all here by divine design. I believe that. Keisha's comedy set said, look at God. Nobody but the Lord. Nobody but the Lord. And Coach Root says, amen. Acacia says, yes. Lisa Smile says, keep letting the Lord in the midst. Come on. Keep letting the Lord in the midst. Keisha's comedy set is saying, come on now. Dublin Girl says, I emailed him and he answered it on one of his videos. He helped me beyond what I could expect. Come on. Shout out to Tony Gaskins. If you're not subscribed to Tony Gaskins, please subscribe to Tony Gaskins. His words will bless your whole life. Bless your whole life. All right. Lisa Smile said, give the benediction and the altar call. The benediction is to slide on over to Tony Gaskins page and subscribe if you have not done so. The benediction is to also slide on over to Lisa Smile's page and subscribe if you have not done so. The benediction and the altar call is eat clean, get some rest, and say a prayer. In the words of Acacia, eat clean and get some rest. Exercise and say a prayer. Okay. Queen Hart says it was divine. I only caught one business tribe interview, which unfortunately wasn't yours. Your spirit and presentation lured me in. Amen. Amen. Thank you so much for that, Queen Hart. Thank you so much for that. All right. That's it, y'all. We're going to close out. We're going to close out. I was not expecting to be this long. I was not expected to be this long, but the Lord be moving. So we just got to let the Lord move. Okay. All right, y'all. I want to remind you that your financial prosperity awaits you, and so does your financial sanity. You already know what I'm going to tell you to do, and that's what? Get to work. All right. Make sure that you come back tomorrow. Bye. The Debt Demolisher TV with Sophia Melone. The Debt Demolisher TV with Sophia